Everyone and welcome to my channel Options Trader Today. So today in this video I'll explain you how the price of crude has moved in the last week and how the price of crude can move in the next week. See, if you look at the chart of crude, there is a continuous upside we have seen if you look at the previous week. But for this particular week we have seen that it has come down after making a half around 83.34. Why it has come down? Because see, if you look at this particular trend, we have seen the dollar index was continuously moving upside. Okay, and just 2-3 days before we have seen that the price of dollar started going down. So that is where the price was, when it started going down, we have seen the rise. They both were moving in the same direction. Okay, as soon as the price started going upside, we have seen the dollar and it started going down, and that is where we have seen the price of crude was falling also and the rising also. So this is a good volatility we have seen in crude. Okay, so crude went with a low of around $80.8 and with a high of around 83.34. Now looking at this particular chart, what we can see there is a good movement we have seen previous 4 weeks. The similar movement we have seen in this particular week also. Okay, I'm talking about the volatility. If you look at this particular trend, there is a U pattern forming. After that there is a fall, because see, and then there is a clear pattern forming towards an upside if the price keep moving above this level, or if it started sustaining over 85.5, then because this is a good resistance as of now. So if the price moving above this level, a further high we can see, then we can see it can cross a level of 87.5, which is already being tested, and a weak resistance. So probability of moving further upside will be there. Now looking at this particular chart, what we can see this is the chart we have seen. So probability is higher as soon as it started going over 85.5, then we can see it can cross a level of $87.8, and then a new high towards a level of 91.6, and then to a level of 95 also we can see, and this is the zone. So if this zone breakout happens towards an upside, we can see it can move towards $97.5, and then from there a further upside we can see. Okay, now if you look at the dollar index, now this is on the higher side we have seen, but if the price started falling below 80.58, then only we can see it will fall. Otherwise you will see that it can keep sustaining. Okay, so it will move below this level. As if it started going below this level, it can touch a level of 77, which is a strong support. Because what we have seen looking at this particular chart, if you go on these trends, we have seen these are the three strong support as well as resistance, which is playing an important in the crude price. Now if you look at the dollar index, so before I move ahead and explain you where the price of crude can move in the next week, if you have any doubts, you can mail me at stockmarkettradinglive@gmail.com, and one more mail ID in the description, and please watch the full video so you understand how this technical work, and a telegram link also given in the description. Dollar index is continuously on the downside, okay, after making half around $106.13. This is on a day wise chart I'm showing you. Now going on a weekly chart, you will see that there is a sharp fall we have seen in this particular week. Okay, and we have seen that the event is also there, so that is where we have seen the price has come down. Okay, if you look at the Dow Jones is continuously in a higher side. Okay, and probability can be higher that we can see the dollar index can come down. Okay, so now looking at this particular chart, what we can see suppose if the price keep moving below a level of $104.8, then it can touch a level of 104.5, and if started going below this level, we can see level of 104.2, and then there will be a zone breakout. So chances are high it will touch a level of 103.9 and then further low. So if the price of dollar index started going down, we can see the crude price can come up. Okay, first thing. Second thing is that if the price started going again above a level of 105, then if it started touching a level of 105.2, which is chances that it can touch. So if it keeps sustaining this particular level, so chances are high. If started going above a level of 105.2, chances of touching 105.5 will be there, and then to a level of 105.7. So if it started going above this level, so you have to understand looking at this particular chart that if the price started going up to this level, we can see it can touch a level of 105.5 and then to a level of 106. So dollar index started going upside, we can see then the price of gold can come down, crude can come down. Okay, but what we have seen in 2-3 days before, that both were moving in the same direction. Okay, in the same direction. So in order to reduce that uncertainty, you can put your SL so your capital can be saved. And once you start in profit, always try to trail your profit so your profit can be saved. This is what you can do. Now again going back on the crude chart, so what we can suppose if the price sustain this level, we can see it can touch a level of $82.83, okay, which is a strong resistance. And if started going above this level, we can see a level of $83.3. Suppose if the price moving above that particular zone, chance of going towards a level of $84.7, okay, and then it can go towards $86. Once the price moving above that particular zone, chances of touching a level of 87.8, which is already being weak resistance. After that, it will cross that level, and from there it can touch a level of 89.2. Keeping that in mind, that as soon as the price started going over this level, chance of touching 91.17 will be there, and then to a level of 92.7. okay, if the price moving above this level, a probability of touching a level of 94.99 will be there, which is half the zone. So we can see it will cross that level, and from there it will touch a level of 97.41. okay, and then if the price moving over this level, a further upside movement we can see. But if the price didn't sustain, it can come down again towards a level of around $81.42. And if that didn't sustain, a further fall we can see towards a level of around 80.5. okay, suppose if the price moving below that particular zone, chance of touching a level of $80 we can see. And if that didn't sustain, a further fall we can see towards $77.5. okay, suppose if the price started falling below 77.5, a further downfall we can see towards a level of $76. okay, and if that didn't sustain, a further downfall we can see towards 75.34. okay, and if the price moving below that particular zone, we will see it will fall further low, and then it can touch a level of $72.34, and then a further downfall we can see towards a level of around 70.11. okay, and if the price falling below that particular zone, chances of touching a level of 69.24 will be there, and if that didn't sustain, a further downfall we can see towards $67.67. okay, and which is a strong support. So we can see there will be a bounce back, and if it didn't sustain, a further fall we can see. This is a weekly chart you have to understand. So the resistance and support are as per the other weeks. okay, day wise there will be a different, week wise will be a different, and monthly it will be different. So you can check my monthly videos also, where I explain you where it will go if the price didn't sustain that all these levels. okay, so any doubt regarding this, you can mail me. I'm given the mail IDs also in the description. So hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe it.